How can I help you, sir?
Good day. I'm looking for room 227. An acquaintance of mine has invited me to visit him.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, what a delight to see you again. Professor Malice told me he was expecting someone, but I didn't know it would be you. 227 is upstairs and to the left. He said you should spare him the trouble and let yourself in. Here's the key. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
Professor Malice. Yes. Yes, of course. Well, I'd best not keep him waiting, thank you.
Room 227 is upstairs and to the left.
Sherry, this feels awfully like someone has set a mousetrap and we're walking right into it.
I have it under control, John.
If you insist on going up there, promise me you'll be cautious.
Isn't life too short to remain sober? Isn't life too short to remain sober?
See? Neither a trapdoor nor a self-firing gun. A clean champagne flute. The first move has been made. Anglo-Egyptian war looms. The champagne bottle is uncorked, yet still chilled and bubbly. The gall of this man.
Someone's celebrating a victory, and I'm not sure it's us.
M is celebrating and wants us to know it. Mycroft's agent. So M did orchestrate her accident with unimaginable precision. Jacob Haring, just a pawn in a complex chess match. A marked map of Cordona. We've visited most of these locations recently. The position of naval forces in the Mediterranean. This M has his sights set on bigger things. All these thefts, exactions, and deaths are the intricately entwined pieces of a greater plan, and we fail to influence it in the slightest.
Any sign of the stolen documents?
Everybody has pressure points. What would happen if I pushed yours? A family photo of the man who jumped off the bridge. Pity. Mysteries of Sirius B by Jacob Haring. Used, then discarded. Like everyone in his path. How many more dossiers like this does M possess? These people were not colleagues or co-conspirators, they were just implements M used to get what he wanted.
Any sign of the stolen documents? What did it say, Sherry?
That I failed, John. He's gone, tore through Cordona like a hurricane and left us to sift through the wreckage. Nelson's monument in Trafalgar Square, London. I am watching you.
The hairs on my neck just stood up.
Extensive handwritten notes on Sirius B. It appears M was studying up. A dossier on General Garnet Wolseley, but now empty. I recognize this seal from Jacob Herring's mail. He left behind only what he wanted us to find. Infuriating.
We're too late, Sherry. M set this all up for us, knowing by the time we found it, he would already have left Cordona.
No, there must be something I've missed. We can still catch him.
There's nothing else here. It's over. You read his letter. He laid out this makeshift museum to taunt you. Don't give him the satisfaction.
I will not cede defeat. I will treat this threat with the seriousness it deserves, which is to say, my absolute attention.
Then you were giving him the win, Sherlock. Have you considered you might be out of your depth? He was sitting here in this very room, spinning his web around Cordona and beyond, manipulating and murdering people, using the Mediterranean as his playground like some sodding Napoleon of crime.
Are you trying to suggest?
I am not suggesting. I am stating outright that he is toying with you and you are too arrogant to avoid the bait. Sherlock, we stumbled into the lion's den. Now we must slow down, be smart, and make sure we get to walk out alive.
So what do you suggest?
I know you want to catch him on your own, but it's time to face the facts. You lost. The smartest thing we can do now is lick our wounds and tell Mycroft everything.
Mycroft? Now you are being hysterical.
Look around you, Sherry. He's stealing secrets from the Crown, toying with navies, fomenting war. You cannot catch him alone. We will need all your brother's connections to stop this madman before he does worse.
Perhaps you're right. He could be anywhere in Europe, and the only practical way to find him is with Mycroft's eyes and ears. I shall endeavour to tell my brother the whole story as soon as I can stomach another humiliation.
Good. Thank you. And it is not humiliation, it is humility. For now, we need to put this wretched affair behind us. M has gone. Best to focus on the reason we came to Cordona in the first place.
You're right. I'm glad you were here.
I'm always looking out for you, brother.
Thank you, John. Now, shall we?
Room 227 is upstairs and to the left.
What did it say, Sherry?
But I failed, John. Nelson...
The hairs on my neck just stood up.
I recognize this seal from Jacob. Extensive handwritten notes on Sirius B. It appears M was studying up. He left behind only what he wanted us to find. Infuriating.
We're too late, Sherry. M set this all up for us, knowing by the time we found it, he would already have left Cordona.
No, there must be something I've missed. We can still catch him.
There's nothing else here. It's over. You read his letter. He laid out this makeshift museum to taunt you. Don't give him the satisfaction.
I will not cede defeat. I will treat this threat with the seriousness it deserves, which is... When a fly gets caught in a spider's web, it twitches. But the more it does so, the more it traps itself. You are twitching too much, John. Do not mistake my rage for recklessness. Do not mistake disappointment for desperation. The spider does not yet know what it caught.
He knows full well. The man makes no mistakes, Sherlock.
Incorrect. He just made one. He caught my attention.
That's what I'm saying. You are behaving exactly how I'd expect. He wants you to come after him. He knows you can't resist the game. You need to face the facts. You lost. You were outwitted and he got away. Don't fall for it again. The smartest thing we can do now is lick our wounds and tell Mycroft everything.
Mycroft, now you really are being hysterical.
Look around you, Sherlock. He's stealing secrets from the Crown, toying with navies.
M thinks he can anticipate my decisions, and for now I shall let him believe it. But fear not, John. When opportunity strikes, so will I.
This is not about you and your ego, Sherlock. There are other lives at risk.
I am well aware, John, but Mycroft is not the answer. For the Crown, criminals like M are just as easily seen as assets or allies should their crimes align with one's political agenda. I will not involve my brother and risk this man walking free. I cannot allow it.
You're fooling yourself, Sherlock. You think M doesn't have a folder on you and Mycroft? He's counting on you two not cooperating. It's obvious.
I am simply ensuring that when M and I cross paths again, it will be on my terms, neither his nor Mycroft's. That is how I will win.
This is a mistake, and one day you'll pay for it. But I know you too well to argue any longer. M is gone. For now, best to focus on the reason we came to Cordona in the first place.
On that matter, you are probably right. But John, I need you on my side.
I am on your side, Sherry. To make sure you don't get yourself killed.
I appreciate it. Shall we?
What did it say, Sherry?
Nelson's monument in Trafalgar Square. I am watching you.
The hairs on my neck just stood up.
Extensive handwritten notes on Sirius B. It appears M. was studying up. A dossier on General... I recognize this seal from... He left behind only what he...
We're too late, Sherry. M set this all up.
So what do you suggest?
I know you want to catch him on your own, but...
First, M rubs my face in failure, and now you mock me too. Ask Mycroft for help. I would rather eat glass.
So exhaustingly stubborn, Sherry. How many times has he come to you to solve a matter nobody else could? What's the difference?
The stakes, John. If we involve Mycroft, we might as well give M the key to dismantling the whole intelligence service.
Who are you lying to, Sherlock? M knows you're too proud to turn to your brother. He's counting on you two not cooperating.
I do not need his help. This matter is mine, and mine alone.
Fine. Let us hope you don't have to eat your words. Or glass. M is gone. For now, best to focus on the reason we came to Cordona in the first place.
On that matter, you are probably right. And, John, when I said alone, I didn't mean without you.
I'm with you, Sherry. To try and ensure you don't get yourself killed.
I appreciate it. Now, shall we?
Sherry, let's return to our own matters. 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 Sherry, let's return to our own matters.
I hope you enjoyed your visit.
Sherry, let's return to our own matters. Home sweet home, Sherry. This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it. I hope I will have a chance for revanche with you, Monsieur Lupin. It was truly an unforgettable event. This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. Straps on the bed. It just doesn't look right. I hope this child will find his place in the world. He has great potential. The local justice system in all its glory. Some light reading for my spare time.
When you're finished here, can we build a wigwam from the blankets? Like in the good old days?
(1852), Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying, inhuman howl again. A full collection. It's somehow so satisfying. Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
It's a pity how many amazing things are missing from this room.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him. What a monstrosity! Where could such a creature even survive? Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it? Mycroft's umbrella. The only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.